So I wanted to quickly go over number 3 because that is something that we haven't reviewed in a while, how to divide decimals. Let's see how many people remember the rules for that. So this is a division problem, not just a fraction. So remember, the first thing you should have done for all of these, for the evens, is rewrite it without the letter. So I know y is 2.5. So technically it's 10. So if I want to rewrite it in a way that we're used to seeing it like this, a division problem. So anytime there's a decimal in the divisor, that's the second number, or the number on the bottom is the divisor. The number on top is called the dividend. That's the numerator. If there's a decimal in the divisor, what do you do? Anybody remember? If you said move it to make it a whole number, you were right. So are going to move 20 to make it a 25, so that becomes a 25. So whatever I do to the divisor, I have to also do to the dividend. So if the decimal's here for the 10, I'm going to move it one time and it's going to become 100. So it's technically just becomes 100 divided by 25, and that is 4. So the answer for number 3 is 4. You got to remember those rules that we talked about. So the ones that you should have done yesterday were the evens. Right here, you should have multiplied. That means 2.5 to the second power, which means 2.5 times 2.5. You should have gotten 6.25. For number 4, you should have added the fraction, made the denominators the same. And I did that by multiplying 3 times 5. And I said, 3 became 15 by multiplying times 5. And I also have to do that to the top. And then multiply this side times 3 to get 15 and do that to the top. And then I added them and I got 22 over 15, but you can't leave it improper. So I divided and I got my mixed number, 1 and 7/15. For number 6, I had to do the same thing, make the denominators the same. So I just multiplied 5 times 3 and I said, let's just make them 15. So this time I had to multiply this times 3, the top and bottom, and this times 5, and then I subtracted. And that one's a proper fraction, so that was the answer. That's all you had to do for that one. For number 7, if you followed PEMDAS, 3 times 4 is 12. Then 18 times 3 is 6, because that's just, I saw a lot of people trying to do keep, change, flip. You don't do keep, change, flip if you're multiplying fractions. This is multiplication. You only do it if you're dividing. So it would just become 18 divided by 3, which is 6. So that's how that became 6. And then I added that. I got 18. And then I got rid of the parentheses. And my exponent, 3 to second power, is 3 times 3, which is 9. And then it just comes to the answer is 2. Well, that one you didn't have to do. That was 7. So never mind. But this one you had to do, and it should have equaled 1. You should have gotten 20 on these parentheses. The same thing, 12 times 1 is 12. So the numerator becomes 12. And then the bottom, 1 times 3 is 3. So you don't keep, change, flip. The only time you do keep, change, flip is when you divide fractions. This is just multiplying. So then 12 divided by 3 is 4. So that's how I got 20 on that side. And then 21 minus 1, because this is 7 times 3, is 21. So that's how the answer came out to 1. And then number 10 and 12. So number 10, you rewrote the expression, you multiplied. You could have changed to 1/2 to 0.5. And all it is just a lot of multiplying decimals. So 0.5 times 2.75. And then you should have multiplied that and gotten this. And then for the bottom, multiply first and then add those two, and then that's what you get.